Welcome back BL enthusiasts, this is teaser review part 2. In this episode, the emotional tension between Shaoyou and Huayong reaches a point where love, vulnerability, and pride collide in the most breathtaking way. If the previous episode focused on internal longing, episode 16 is all about what happens when that longing is finally allowed to breathe, when both men realize that love is not just about dominance or control, but about humility, understanding, and the courage to be soft with each other. This is the heart of the story, and as a viewer, you can feel that we're witnessing the transformation of two powerful souls who have spent too long pretending that love doesn't make them weak. The episode opens with an incredibly intimate and emotional moment between Shaoyou and Huayong. Huayong, known as Enigma, the pinnacle of human genetic evolution, has always been portrayed as calm, untouchable, and almost godlike. But here, we see him trying to learn how to cry, how to coax gently, and how to humble himself in front of his lover. It's such a beautiful contradiction. A man made to be perfect, learning to be imperfect just to be understood by the person he loves. When he says, "The appearance of Shaoyou gave me another life," it feels like a confession, a surrender, and a rebirth all at once. The scene that follows is pure emotional brilliance. Shaoyou's voice softens as he says, "I didn't mean to make you cry." It's one of those rare moments where both of them are stripped of their power and titles, leaving only two people trying to figure out what it means to love. Huayong's reply, "Then don't tell anyone, okay?" comes with a teasing intimacy that slowly turns the atmosphere from emotional to dangerously sensual. The moment he touches Sheng's abdomen and whispers about, "Our little peanut," the tone shifts entirely, from heartbreak to desire, from tension to connection. It's a perfect reminder of how this series blends emotional storytelling with mature romance. When Shaoyou stiffens under Huayong's teasing pheromones, you can see how love in this universe isn't just emotional, it's biological, it's instinctive, and it's written in their chemistry. The pheromones, the scent of orchids, and the physical closeness all work together to create a moment that's both tender and electric. The director doesn't need to show much. The dialogue and subtle reactions already tell the whole story. Love is not just a feeling here, it's something that floods the body, that disarms reason, that makes even the strongest lose control. Then comes the quiet confession that anchors this episode. "Even if I die, I will still work hard to pursue Mr. Sheng in my next life." This line, spoken by Huayong, perfectly captures the depth of his devotion. For someone who has always lived above emotions, to say that love transcends even life and death is a statement of total surrender. Shaoyou's response, scolding him about "sneaking around to see my dad," brings the conversation back to reality, grounding their passion in the small frustrations of love. It's not just a fantasy romance, it's a relationship with laughter, jealousy, and forgiveness. The dialogue that follows blends flirtation and vulnerability. Huayong's apology feels genuine, but his playful charm never fades. When he says, "I will make it up to Mr. Sheng," you can tell he's trying to balance sincerity with seduction. And then, when he unbuttons his shirt and offers, "I'll let Mr. Sheng touch me as he pleases," it's both shocking and endearing. Sheng's blushing reaction adds a human touch to his usually composed character. The way he laughs and asks, "Is this a punishment or a reward?" perfectly captures their dynamic, two people constantly challenging each other but unable to resist one another. Huayong's reply, "Even if it is a punishment, I will think positively," reflects his transformation. Earlier in the series, Huayong was driven by pride and logic, often hiding behind his status. But now, he's learned to express love in the most unguarded ways. It's his emotional evolution that stands out this episode, from perfection to imperfection, from distance to devotion. The second half of the episode shifts from intimacy to the public eye. The story takes us to a high-profile business tea party hosted by the Jiang Chamber of Commerce, and this change of setting adds another layer to the drama. This isn't just about two lovers anymore, it's about how their relationship influences the corporate and social world around them. News of their rumored engagement has already spread, and the entire city is buzzing. The gossipers in Jianghu City interpret every business move as a reflection of their love story. The show cleverly blurs the line between personal affection and professional rivalry. We see flashbacks of business intrigue, X-Holdings once inviting Shengfang Bio to cooperate, only to later cause its stock to fall. The crowd speculates that these moves were part of a lover's quarrel, painting their professional conflicts as symbols of love and revenge. It's a fascinating narrative twist that turns corporate politics into emotional storytelling. At the tea party, Sheng Xiaoyu's presence alone attracts media attention from across countries. The atmosphere is elegant yet tense. Huayong sits beside him as his staff member, maintaining appearances, but the closeness between them doesn't go unnoticed. The way they exchange glances during the event tells the audience that even amid business rivalries and flashing cameras, their connection is unshakable. The camera subtly focuses on their hands almost touching under the table, emphasizing how love remains quiet but powerful in public spaces. The appearance of secondary characters like Shen Wenlang and Chang Yu adds contrast and complexity. Shen Wenlang's irritated comments about the noise at the party and his weary expression hint at his personal struggles, while Chang Yu's calm professionalism shows the polished surface of the corporate world. Yet, in the middle of all this, Huayong and Sheng Xiaoyu's quiet moments remind viewers that this story, at its core, is still about love surviving in a chaotic world. Shen Wenlang's attempt to reach out to Huayong later in the episode shows how relationships in this series are layered, not just romantic but emotional, filled with history and unresolved tension. But even as new characters and subplots develop, the main focus never strays from Huayong and Sheng Xiaoyu's growing bond. Episode 16 stands out because it masterfully balances emotional depth with subtle sensuality. It's not just another romantic chapter. It's the emotional maturity of both leads on full display. Huayong, once emotionally distant, now embraces vulnerability. Sheng Xiaoyu, once cautious and proud, learns to forgive and open his heart. Their dialogue, their gestures, even their silences, everything speaks of two people learning how to love despite their scars. By the end of the episode, as the camera lingers on Huayong's serene smile and Sheng Xiaoyu's softened expression, it feels like they've both found something that goes beyond romance, a peace born from understanding. The teaser leaves us with the sense that their love is no longer just a secret affair hidden behind corporate empires. It's a partnership that's ready to face the world. Episode 16 is a quiet storm, powerful, emotional, and deeply human. It shows us that even the most evolved beings can break down in front of love, that even perfection seeks comfort in imperfection. Huayong's tears, Sheng Xiaoyu's blush, their whispered apologies and laughter, all remind us that love, in its purest form, is not about dominance or pride, but about learning to be soft together.